Now that we know how to create a tour and select some of its basic options, I'd like to show you what are some of the individual options for each one of the tags that are available in Manual Logger. Let's see an example. This is the welcome window for Manual Logger, and if I click on Manage Tours, I will be able to see a list of all of the existing tours. There is a tour here called Experiment 190. I can open the tour by double clicking on it. I will immediately see information on the tour. In the left pane, I will see the tour name, description, and all of the other options that I selected. On the right, I will be able to see the tags for which I am going to collect information and some of their attributes. In the center pane, I will be able to see information for each one of the tags. By highlighting the appropriate tag, in this case PyML float 10, I will be taken to the options for that individual tag. In the first tab, called Tag Configuration, I can see the name of the tag being displayed. I can also see an option for a barcode. If my computer was connected to barcode equipment, I could select a barcode that will help me navigate to the appropriate tag during data collection. So when I was collecting data on a specific component or equipment, I could scan that component and Manual Logger would immediately navigate to the appropriate tag, in this case PyML float 10, and then I will be able to manually enter the data. So the barcode is a way to assist me in the navigation to the appropriate barcode. This is very helpful when you are collecting data on similar equipment or units that are similar, in order to prevent mistakes or entering the incorrect data in an incorrect tag. There is also a comment tag option. What this is going to allow me to do is to enter comments and observations during data collection. The comments and observations can then be stored in two different ways. One way to enter comments is by selecting a comment tag. If I select, let's say, PyML string 1 to store my comments, then the observations that I make during data collection will be stored in this tag, separate from PyML float 10. If I leave this field blank, my observations will be stored as annotations to PyML float 10, which becomes part of the data that the tag contains. There is an option under Tour Options that allows me to save those comments under both the annotation and the comment tag if one is selected. I will go ahead and uncheck that option for now, so I can show you what is the difference when saving comments under annotations and under a comment tag. Click OK. I am going to skip the tag group for now. The other option is a collection schedule, which can be different than the collection schedule for the tour. I can see that the tour is scheduled to be collected every hour, but if I only wanted to collect this specific tag every 2 hours, I can set or specify that different frequency by choosing hourly, every 2 hours, let's say starting at midnight. Click OK, and now this specific tag is scheduled to be collected every 2 hours. So while I'm going to be conducting the tour every hour I will only be conducting or collecting information for this specific tag for every other tour. And then I can have operator instructions for the specific tag. So let's go ahead and enter some instructions.